So today on Project Shop, we had a little copper accident. I went to slide this off of the pallet. Some of this wire is pretty slick and it just kind of slid off. But don't worry, we got the jawl out here and we're going to rescue the copper from this catastrophic situation. Now, I actually kind of like the fact that this is laid over like that, because it's going to be a lot easier for me to get to the individual strands and, you know, cut a line right across this, make this easier to handle. When it's all stacked on top of each other, it's kind of hard to get a couple pieces down. So we're gonna fire the old Centura rescue tool up and start liberating some copper. Okay, the Copper King absolutely shredded that wire in like 35 minutes or whatever. Now, something I want to address, because I've seen a couple comments and someone actually approached me at the scrapyard and said this to me. When I say the Copper King, I'm not some weirdo that's referring to themselves in the third person. I'm referring to this setup right here. The 2 wire strippers and the 2 hydraulic presses for cracking transformers, and eventually the stator wrecker that's going to get mounted down there at the end of the table. This is the Copper King, not me personally. I never once claimed to be the Copper King. I'm sure there's plenty of people out there that run more copper than me. I'm just referring to this particular setup, which in my opinion is one of the baddest copper recovery systems on YouTube. And this is still a work in progress. When I'm done, it's gonna have a stator wrecker and a granulator right in one whole package. So it is literally going to be the Copper King. But me personally, I am not the Copper King, and I really would rather not people refer to me as that. I just wanted to clarify that. When I met the dude at the scrapyard, he came up to me and was like, hey, Copper King. And it's always cool seeing fans and meeting the fans, but I'd rather be called by my name, which is Derek, or Project Shop, the name of the channel. I don't want to be considered the king of anything. I'm just a redneck with a wire stripper. All right, I'm gonna get this cleaned up. We're gonna load this in the back of the trailer. I already got some Romex, some #1 and #2 in there. Not much, but it'll add to it. I'm just gonna drag this stuff and throw it right in the back of the trailer and get this sold. It's Friday. I need a little lunch money for the weekend, and we're possibly gonna be picking up more copper today. Okay, we got it all loaded up. Now I did have a strap under there, and then I cinched it up to the front. That way this kind of stays here while we're driving to Miami. Now I probably didn't even need to load this in the trailer. I probably could have got all this in the back of the truck, no problem. But I am gonna need the trailer later, so, and it was kind of in the way. So I'm gonna pull this out, put a net over this so our copper don't fly, and we're gonna hit the highway. Well, we made it to Miami. It's always a good thing when we show up with no issues. I'm always nervous about breaking down on my way down here. Yeah. I got a strap on this thing. Always good to plan ahead. I don't know if he's going to have enough reach to get over here. Looks like we got it all. Dang, not bad at all. I didn't think we was gonna catch it all. Man, it is always chaos out here. Get my hand. Ooh. That's a half a donut. Not bad. Okay, here's the ticket for that job. We had 629 pounds of bright and shiny copper. We got $3.54. Came down 1 cent since I was there last. $2,226.66. #2 wire, 32 pounds, $1.05. Came down a nickel. 33.60. #1 wire, 22 pounds, $2.55. That held. 56.10. And then we had Romex. I think I mentioned earlier that Romex had its own price. 221 pounds, $2 a pound. $444 for a total of $2,758.36. Now I did pay $1,930 for all that wire. That was actually from 2 different locations. So my profit for stripping that in that little bit of time was $828. Now I do still have some of the wire from that job, probably 100 pounds or so in here, maybe more. So if I would have stripped everything, it would have easily been $1,000 a day. I just didn't have enough time to get down there and back and do what I had to do in the afternoon, because I had to go pick up a whole another trailer worth of stuff. Plus, we got this huge cabinet, and wait till you see what was in this. It was a giant bus bar. Like, a lot of it's aluminum, but there was some big nuggets of copper. It's over there on the other side, down there by that other pile of wire. And the shop is starting to get kind of out of control again with the scrap, but we still are able to get a trailer in here, which is freaking awesome. And I'm gonna try to maintain that because I like being able to back my stuff in and work with the door down. So it's actually Friday, coming up on the weekend. Since our last weekend scrap out, we did not reach our $2,000 goal. We're gonna up the ante on this one. We're gonna shoot for 2,500. How about that? I don't know if we're gonna get it, but hey, go big or go home. So if you come this far, thanks for watching. Stay tuned for some massive copper recovery, and we even got an AC unit breakdown. It's kind of rare on this channel. I'll tell you where we're going, right to the scrapyard.